Salutare doamnelor și domnilor, sunt Mihai Daniel. Astăzi l-am alături de mine pe un invitat foarte special, domnul Mr. Kirilo Komiakov. I hope I pronounced it well. Anyway, we will put translation. Mr. Welcome again to my channel after almost 1 year and a half. How are you?
Thank you, Daniel. Really appreciate for having me, and looking forward to discuss with you all the updates that happened for this last year. There's a lot of stuff.
Okay, before we start, I have to mention that you are the head of Central Europe, Eastern Europe, Central Asia, and Africa of Binance.
Not Central Europe, just Eastern Europe.
Okay,
so Eastern Europe, Central Asia, and Africa. Yeah.
Okay, my first question is, how are you? How do you feel for another year in Binance?
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. I'm very happy. I get personally, I get a little bit wider scope of the responsibilities with Africa. It's very interesting and very challenging market, but also it has most probably the biggest growth potential in the world. But also as the company, we are really happy with this period, this last 12 months. So the bull market has started. Binance has achieved the amazing threshold of 200 million users globally. More importantly, that our users are trusting us more than 100 billion assets. The infrastructure is developing, the new technologies are developing, the new projects are being created, so the industry is growing, which is great. We have introduced and launched a lot of products, and especially from the institutional investors, we see even the biggest growth than the physical persons, so individuals. This means that crypto is really getting the wider adoption, not just within the crypto enthusiasts like before, but through the companies, institutional investors too. So it's actually
In the last 12 months, do you see like a growing number of institutional coming towards crypto?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So I cannot give you the actual number, right? Because we are not sharing. But what I can share is that just for the last 12 months, the number of the institutional users grow more than 30% compared to all the previous amount that we had before. So it's like a really, really rapid growth.
How is the new European regulation for Binance operation in European Union?
Yeah, it's getting well, and it's going well, and there is going to be, of course, some limitations for the users, right? Provided the regulation, because previously everything was available, all the products were available. So now the limitations on the stable coins has already started. So we are focusing our users for all the products for the regulated stable coins. So now it's Circle, USDC, but we really see a lot of the new stable coins, both euro and dollar-backed stable coins are being created, and they are going through the approval stage to get the license too. So I'm sure that by the end of the year, we will see more and more new stable coins, which is good. And technically, this will create eventually the more products, the more variety of the services for our users. But now we are going through the regulatory limitations that we are having, which, as I said, is for the stable coins primarily.
And for 2024, what are the challenges and the risk for Binance, both for the user of Binance?
That's actually a very good question. So the main challenge and the main task is to building a platform that's compliant with all the regulatory requirements around the globe. So this is the main challenge, right? Because it's more or less unified for, not more or less, but it's unified for Europe, but it's actually very different in every different jurisdictions and countries. More and more regulators, they are creating their own regulations, and everyone has their own approach. So that's challenge number one. Secondly, is that you can understand that having the platform that trades 24/7 is very, very complicated, right? So people underestimate it because they just get used that Binance is always available, always reliable, the speed is always very high. But provided 200 million users, all these time zones, and all these millions of operations per second, this is very, very demanding to continue demonstrating these highest standards of the operations. And moving forward, we will continue looking on these things. So we will continue looking on the technology from the one side and operational readiness, and from another side of the regulatory and the compliance. So that's the two main things.
A question like for you. When do you think Binance will reach 500 million users?
It's actually going super fast right now. So just for the first half of this year, so for the beginning of the 2024, it was around 35 million plus. So as we move along, the speed of increasing the number of users is getting faster and faster. I know that a lot of this speed for this year was because of the hype around the top games, right? There is a lot of the new toppers that are registering on the platforms waiting for the airdrops. But I would imagine that 500 would not be later than the end of the 2025. So the bull market supports its regulation, the different positive regulatory changes around the globe. So I think that the speed of onboarding more and more users is just going to increase.
Are you expecting a bull market continuation in the fall of 2024?
Yeah, I see. I think so. Yeah, it was a little bit slower than expected, but if you look historically, it more or less follows the pattern. So when the summer is continue, I really expect in the Q4, Q3, Q4 this year, a strong continuation of the bull market, and obviously next year. So I think it's a very bright period for us, because provided the big financial institution and big traditional money are entering into the blockchain right now, most probably this bull cycle will be the last one with the wild growth, right? When the liquidity is still small, and if there is a new injection of the capital, the growth can be like significant. Whether when liquidity is going when liquidity is increasing, when there is more liquidity, the growth and the drops cannot be so rapid. So I think we are in the very interesting stage in the edge, when the crypto is just a startup, new technology, to the next stage of the crypto, when the crypto is like everywhere and for everyone, and the crypto adoption is 100%. So we are at this interesting stage when this can be the last really wild bull market. At least I hope so.
I think the same. Where do you see the top of Bitcoin for this bull market?
I do not give no predictions. There is a lot of numbers flying in the crypto Twitter, but I'm very bullish about the Bitcoin price, because you see, this cycle, Bitcoin is even more major than in any other cycle before, right? So Bitcoin is really moving the whole market forward, not any other altcoins. So I'm even more positive for the Bitcoin price this cycle than, for example, the last one when the growth was 20x.
But do you think now from the 15,000 on the beginning of 2023 at the 70,000 like 2 days ago, we are like in the 25% of the bull market as value, half, above half? I mean, it's not, I'm not asking number, I'm asking your feelings. What do you think?
It's hard to predict, right? It's going to be very non-professional, but I think it's the beginning of the bull cycle, not a 50%, maybe like a quarter or something like that.
You know, from me, what I see like every day, the big investors coming to the market, I mean, what I think, you know, in real life, if you go outside crypto, you know, big boys, they don't go to buy at the end of the party, you know, they come at the beginning of the party. So the market move a little bit from 15 to 70, but it's what I feel is that now is the beginning.
What's your prediction?
Well, my prediction, it is between 150,000 to 250,000.
So conservative.
Yes, yes. You know, I prefer to have a surprise from the market than to, you know, put crazy numbers. But now I tell you, the most people that I speak, they are very conservative now. In 2021, everybody was expecting, you know, to the moon, 300, 200. And I think now there are chances we will have a massive surprise.
Yeah. So I agree with you. The growth will not be that wild. So if it will slow down, it will still continue after the halving. So obviously after every 4 years, but it's not going to be that crazy as before. So yeah, let's see. It's interesting to catch up again
Yeah,
in
I
12
want to
months.
ask you,
And see.
is Binance going to implement ETF for stock, or is planning, or is considering this?
No, that's not our business, and we are not getting there. We have our mission here, and we don't want to be generalists. We want to be really good in what we are doing. And we believe that the crypto adoption is just started and it's just in the very early stages. And there's so many things to do around the globe to help support our mission, which is help people achieve freedom of money. So at least in the strategy that we have right now, we do not plan to add this, and we'll leave it to the traditional financial institutions. We will just continue doubling down on being the best in what we are doing.
And the last question is Binance looking at the banking sector?
We are, in terms of our M&A strategy, we are always looking for the solutions and the businesses that can strengthen our main business, right? So if there is something missing in one or another country to support the main platform in terms of the regulation, licenses, fiat rails, cards, you name it, that's our M&A strategy. If it's a very good project, but it doesn't support somehow our local business with the main platform, most probably it will not be a priority. So banks are always on the radar, but currently we prefer to partner rather than own banks, because we don't want to spread our resources into the non-crypto businesses, right? Because for the bank it's a little bit different. So we, as I said, we want to be like really good in what we are doing, building the products that really needed for our users. So we are always looking, but we don't have a plan to turn Binance into the bank or into the stock trader. We won't continue like this, but we are always looking. So I don't have a specific answer to this. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for answering. So it is like an open question. It is maybe the future will answer the question. If you have any last mention for the Romanian community, please feel free.
No, I just love Romanian community so much. I think, and I'm traveling all the time to Romania myself, I really like to be there, because I think that Romanian community is very vibrant, very open, hardworking, and very active. So I would say the most active and the most powerful crypto community, at least in the Eastern Europe. So I just want to commit. We will support the country as much as we can. We will support regulators. We will introduce new products. We will do more and more community meetups and the interesting projects and products for our Romanian community. So I just want to thank everyone for their support and confirm our commitment to Romania.
Mr. Thank you very much. I wish you all the best. Good luck with Binance, with the 500 million to come very fast, and to build as many good products as you can. So hope to see you soon. Have a good day.
Thank you, Daniel. Pleasure to be with you.
Thank you.
Speak soon, hopefully, and let's see whose prediction is correct, yours or mine.
Okay. Thank you. Have a good day.
Have a good day. Bye bye.